welcome back. So we are in the chapter that is people as resources. So we have seen in that why the human beings are considered as an resources, and we have seen because of two reasons they are considered as resources. That is, the first thing is education and the second thing is health. So we have dealt both the topic in detail before. Now we are getting into an new aspect, that is, you might have heard this word often, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? You might have heard this unemployment word. So what does this unemployment means? So this unemployment is an word which is used to describe a person who is not having a job. Simply, can we say like that? No, it is not like that. It is a situation in which a person is willing to work. He is ready to work, and he is in a situation to get a job, but he could not find a job with proper wage. Wage means salary. So can you see the word here, wage? Wage is means the salary. So he is not able to get an proper wage. So imagine a person who is been educated, who has been highly educated, like he has completed engineering degree. So what he will opt for, he will try to get or pursue a degree where he can earn a lot, where he will go for a job where he can get more income. But what happens here, all the educated persons are not getting the similar kind of jobs. Maybe a person would have completed engineering degree or an degree of MA BEd or MSc BEd, may do a work like auto drivers or rickshaw pullers. Have you ever noticed these kind of things? Just go and ask, find out a driver and ask him what is his education. Have you ever asked him? No, right? Even if you do a research on this, you can find out that there are more number of humans who are being highly educated and they could not find a proper job, because of which they are forced or they were being made to do those kind of work, like doing driver works or getting into some other job where it is not even connected to them. Like a person might get into a teaching aspect without having maybe a degree, simply completing the engineering courses. That and all is possible because there is lot of unemployment that is prevailing in our nation. So this unemployment is being a very important factor, because of which a nation is being described, because of which you can find the nation's GDP is being measured. And this unemployment may even reduce the economical condition of an individual as well as the nation. And if you see about here, the working section, we call them as working people, working population. So this working population includes the age group from 15 to 59 years. So this is what is the age group who are being considered as the working section of our society. That means a person who has completed his 10th standard, that is above 14, right? So when he is completing his own 10th standard, he is eligible to work, but it is not compulsory that he should work. Instead, he can do his own degree, and after completing 21 years or 25 years, he can go for his own job. And from that time onwards till 59, the person will be considered as the economical source of a nation, because he is earning, he is working, right? So he might be paying income tax and he will be paying other things also, so because of which he will be considered as an economical source to the nation. So this is the working class age. Okay, and you can see that this might be asked in 1 mark question, which is which age group is being considered as the working population. And if you see 0 to 15 will be considered as a Dependent group means like they are under the control of someone else. From a newborn baby to the age of 14 or 15, you can find that they are under the control of their parents, who are been supporting them financially as well as physically, as those things that happens. And also you can see that the people above 58 or 59 might be considered also as an dependent population. So this group of 15 to 29 is only considered as an independent population. So why we call this above 59 is a dependent age group, right? Age group, like age old peoples. So these age old peoples will be dependent. They will not have any work, and physically also they will not be healthier. Their body skins will get loosened, their hands may shake, legs may shake, they will often have leg pain, hand pain. So those kind of things which happen, so because of which they are called as dependent section of the society. So this is about the unemployment. You see, in many cases in India, unemployment in the rural area and urban area are different. So based on area wise, you can find that the unemployment will be differing. In rural area it will be different, in urban area it will be different. And you can also see that in rural area maximum they will have the seasonal unemployment or disguised unemployment. What is the seasonal unemployment? What is this disguised unemployment? So both the things are similar, but a small change is there, which I'll explain you. So if you see about the seasonal unemployment, which often happens for the farmers, particularly farmers, because they will be harvesting, they will be plowing the soil, harvesting and sowing the seeds, then they will harvest. Okay, with that their work gets ended. Okay, that might be taken only 6 months of duration. After that 6 months they have to leave the land empty. They cannot do any cultivational activity, but now it is happening, and but they cannot get the same yield how much they got in the first 6 months. So like that, if you see, they are considered as seasonal unemployees. A person, imagine a ram is there who has been having a 2 acre of land, and he is cultivating cotton. So if he is cultivating cotton, he will have the plant, right? But the plant will be planted and it will take time, right? It will take time to the cotton to come out. It had the flower has to burst into convert into fruits, then the fruits will burst, then you will get the cotton. So that will have a long duration process, and those duration process he will not be getting any kind of benefits, right? That is called as the seasonal unemployment. Understood, students? And an example you can even see about the rice cultivation. So rice cultivation is done by Rahul, means he will be doing the harvesting, sowing and other activities in the 6 months, and after 6 months when the rice are being reaped, where in the condition to harvest, what they will do is their harvest, and the land will be left empty. He cannot do any harvesting over there or growing of crop over there. So he will be considered a seasonal unemployee. Understood, students, what is seasonal unemployee? And if you see about discussed unemployment, so discussed unemployment means where you will be knowing, like a farming area is there. Okay, imagine this as a farming area, and this is an 1 acre of land, and you find that here the need of working people is only 5, but you have 7 members. Okay, you have 7 members, and if someone says that I am taking these 2 peoples, 2, that is the 6th person and the 7th person, I am taking them to an mill and making them to work over there. Okay, and what happens here at that time, even after taking these 7 peoples or the 2 people out of this farming area, the yield that is produced in this farming will not be reduced, because you can find it, this farming area needs only 5% to work. Those 2% are extra, right? So they are extra in number. Even if you take them out of these kind of work and give them some other work, the harvest, the yield that you get from this field will not get reduced. So those 2 people are considered as the discussed unemployees. They seem to be like working in condition, but they are not really employed. That is called as discussed unemployment. Do you have any doubt in this, students? Discussed unemployment means the person will be looking like he will be doing a job, but really the job will not have the proper working of that working condition will not be there. Instead, if you take him out of the working area also, the yield will not be getting reduced. He is an hidden employee. Okay, in urban area, if you see, you can find that most of the peoples who are unemployed are the educated persons. So educated peoples are most unemployed in the urban area. Urban area means towns like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, even Madurai, Dindigul districts, we call that. And if our rural area means like typical village areas. Okay, so those areas. So we can find in the urban areas, definitely the unemployee will be an uneducated, or will be an educated person. But here what they are saying is, in the urban area, maximum of the unemployees are educated. Are you able to understand? They are uneducated, not they are educated, highly educated, and they don't get an proper job of their own. That is why they are called as unemployees. So have you understood what is unemployment? And we understood about the dependent section and independent section of the society, and the unemployment that is prevailing in the rural and the urban area. I have explained you about the rural area, seasonal unemployment, discussed unemployment. So, and we have seen that in urban area, the unemployment are mostly possible for the educated section of the society. So this is the unemployment. And if you see about the next thing, that is about types of unemployment. As I told you already, we will be seeing about seasonal unemployment. This is seasonal unemployment, and discussed unemployment, and educated unemployment. So if you see seasonal employment, it happens when people are not able to find a job during some month of an year. So 6 months he is working, and 6 months if he is not working, then he is considered as an unemployee or seasonal unemployee. Okay, understood what it is? Seasonal unemployment, maximum it will be for the agricultural people. So agricultural related activities who are all doing, no, so those people will be only considered as the seasonal unemployees. Then if you see about the discussed unemployment, as I told you, as I explained you, in this case people appear to be an employed person, but some work required the work of only few people, but engaged more than it is needed. As I told you, in the farming area, it requires only 5% to work, but there are 7 members are there. So those 2 extra persons, right? So the extra workers are called as the discussed unemployees. So this also maximum happens in the agricultural activity. So are you able to understand what is seasonal unemployment, discussed unemployment, and finally we are getting into the educated unemployment. So if you see about educated unemployment, this is common everywhere, we can see in maximum in the rural areas. So many educated youths are there who are not able to find a job of their own. as I told you already, a person who might have got educated like higher in, he might have got doctorate degree, or he might have completed his own MBBS degree, but he will be working as a driver, working as a clerk in an office, or working as an engineering, like electrical works in some other houses. So those things are called as the educated unemployees, or even they may leave at home, or they may stay at home without doing any kind of job. They'll be trying to find job that can suit them. They are also called as educated unemployment. So I have explained you about the unemployment, and unemployment means to the which section, and independent section means what it is, that is 15 to 59-year-old, and the unemployment is different in the rural area as well as in the urban area. We have seen in rural area the unemployment is seasonal unemployment and the discussed unemployment. In the urban area, the unemployment is for the educated unemployees of the section of the society. So just read the students and write what is unemployment, define what is unemployment, and explain the types of unemployment in detail with examples as homework, and send me students. Thank you. Bye.